We've already done 2 episodes of how I managed to make money flipping Axies on the marketplace, and today we're going to continue the series, but I have made the best flip of my life, and that's going to be included in this episode, so let's get right into it. The first flip that I have is a reptile that I got insanely cheaply. It's got a pigeon post, Popeye, which has been buffed now, 2 flesh bite and Sarasis, so we can go for the backdoor with the 2 high damage cards, and I got it for 0. I need to find myself now. Here, 0.045. So it was very, very cheap. Actually, I sold it for 0.045. I bought it for 0.035. So that was the first flip. Why did I decide to buy it? I bought a lot of cheap Axies when there was a panic in the market. People were selling all of the Axies when the 800 MMR rule came into life. So they thought these Axies are not going to be good enough for the arena anymore. So they decided to sell them. But in reality, a reptile like this can still do fine, especially now that the zero cost card got buffed and there's plenty more birds being played. So you can make use of this card set in the arena. So 0.035 Ethereum buying, and then 0.045 sold a week later. And at the current price of Ethereum on the 20th of October, I spent $138 on this Axie, and I sold it a week later for $180. So not bad, about $42 in profit for the first flip. Second flip, we got the same story. It was a virgin plant that has the ear from a beast. So it's not perfect, but it's still good enough because of the card set. You can put it at the back lane with the pumpkin, beach, hotbot, and razorbyte, and you're going to be killing a lot of double aqua builds. Now the thing is, there was a lot of double aquas in season 18 as well as the off season, so a card set like this was very, very good to buy in the arena. Obviously it doesn't have the perfect ear, but for the price that I got it for, which was 0.034, it was not bad at all. And then someone bought it from me for 0.042, and now it recently sold for 0.05, which is even more at the current price of Ethereum. But that was a quick 5-day flip. You know the reason why I bought it. It's a very good plant. I think I even bought it on the episode where I was looking for floor price Axies in one of those videos, but it's just a quick flip, nothing major. I just want to run through a couple of these that I had for floor prices, and with this one I initially bought it for a scholar, but I decided not to use it. I want to build better teams for my scholars, so I bought it for $136 worth of Ethereum at the time and sold it for $160, so $24 profit, quick flip, nothing serious about this. Third flip that we have is a beast with 43 speed. Now, if I knew about the changes that were gonna come up in season 19, I would definitely not sell this beast, but because I didn't know, I decided to sell it. Now this beast is very good as it has the Nemo. At the time it was the best zero cost card that generates energy. It didn't have the eyes and the ears from an aqua, so it was not 45 or 46.7 speed. It was just 43 speed, but the price I got it at was still good enough. It had the Ronin for the very high damage, not cracked dual blade, and the Nemo. Nemo as a zero cost makes it much easier to trigger Ronin. That way you can deal that extra damage if you are lacking cards to combo with the Ronin. It doesn't have the imp for energy generation, but you have very high damage output with the dual blade, so you don't really need to combo it with the imp as well. So that's why I decided to go for a beast like that. In the current meta, a beast like this will still do very, very fine, and I purchased it for 0.055 Ethereum and sold it for 0.069, so a little bit better profit than what we had in the previous ones. But what you have to remember is that when you start selling for like higher prices, in dollar value, the fee is gonna get bigger as well. So the fee currently is 4.25% from every sale that you make. And this flip at the time of October 25th, the Ethereum was worth $230, 0.05 I'm talking, not the whole Ethereum, and then we sold it for $275, so $45 profit on a quick flip from a beast, which took us like 3 days to flip, so not bad at all for our third flip. Fourth one that we have is all over the shop when it comes to the card set. It does have the eye and the ear from the plant, and it is a plant, but it does have also a scarab, Square Teeth, Clamshell, and Hatsu. Now it does have the zero cost, which is high damage output. It does have the Scarab, which at the time was a little bit worse than it is now. It is much better right now. It had the Hatsu and the Clamshell, so it's useful when you are playing it in the mid lane, because it does have the tanky set with the Hatsu, but it also can deal nice damage into the plants of your opponent. And when you are running into some beasts, you have the Clamshell as well. So it was a mix. It was a bit of a risk. I'm not sure if I could flip it. I'm not sure if I could play it, but I still decided to buy it as the price was right at 0.037 Ethereum, but I sold it for just 0.041. So it wasn't like a great profit at all. It was just $30 profit, so still not bad for a quick flip. I mean, it wasn't quick, it took like 10-11 days to sell, but it was still not bad. With the Scarab right now, I expect that someone can sell this Axie for much more than what I sold it for, but you can't predict what they're gonna buff and nerf. This flip is where it gets very interesting. Now, this Axie I bought for myself, actually. Most of these flips I buy for myself because I think they're gonna do well in the arena, and if I can't make them work, I just try to sell them for higher than what I bought them for. And this Aqua, I was actually looking for a beast when I bought this Aqua. I was looking for a beast that has the eye and the ear from an Aqua, so I can have it higher speed, but then it also has the necessary beast sparks to make it work, and it has the Nemo for the mana generation. I was looking for a mid lane now, and I typed in a couple of beast parts, Axies, Ronin, and Acro, and I realized that why would you get a beast when you can get an Aqua? Aqua is just a better body, it has more health and it has more speed than a beast, and it also was a virgin. Now this is not as true as it used to be in season 18, because now the morale factor counter counts in, especially when you have the Ronin, so beasts can be better than Aquas in some scenarios, but I still bought it as it was a virgin. I thought it's not gonna take me long to sell it if I need to, and I bought it for 0.08 ETH, and just the next day it sold for 0.11. Now I was surprised that it sold that quickly. I thought if something sells that quickly, I probably underpriced it, but I still didn't have that much doubt because I couldn't find the place for this Axie, and it looks like the owner is struggling to sell it at 0.12, as it has been like 2 weeks since he bought it from me. So the jeans also were not bad. It had the double Ronin, double Nemo, the beach obviously not good, but the rest looks very neat. And with this flip, in just one day we have bought it for $346 and sold it for $456, so $90 in profit from a quick 1 day flip. That is not bad. Another quick flip that we made was a Dusk. The Dusk is a pure plant. It's just in a Dusk body, so I'm not sure why people were selling it that cheap. There was a couple of these Dusks that you could pick up. It had the Bidens, the Sirius, the Beach, and the Hotbot. Bidens obviously a very good card for your front lane if you lack that zero cost, and it also makes it much easier to combo with the Sirius, so you don't actually have to spend any energy, because if you have Pumpkin and you play Pumpkin Sirius, you don't get that much value from it if your opponent spends all of his energy. So it was just a plant in the Dusk body, and I picked it up for 0.066 Ethereum, and I sold it the next day for 0.076. So another quick flip, and I bought it for $283 and sold it for $325, so around $40 in profit from this quick flip. Maybe it's worth more now because of the Bidens with season 19, but you just never know. So I did get what I could for it, and I just took it and went. This flip was a little bit lucky when it comes to the market timing. I decided to build double anemone team for myself. I had one double anemone with Piranha, as it was the cheapest at the time, and I had one double anemone with Goda. And after the changes to Ronin decks, the market literally exploded, and those were in very high demand. So I bought it for $250, I believe. Yeah, it was $255 that I bought it for, and just 10-11 days later I managed to sell it for 0.104 Ethereum for $450. So that's $195 in profit from a pure Aqua that people would not look at before the marketplace changed. So it just goes to show that you can get lucky with the timing. If you do have the capital to hold many Axies at one time and just wait for the perfect moment to sell them, you can really profit. But even if you don't have, if you're just holding one or two, that is still good in the arena. you can make money with that. As you can see, a quick flip, 10 days, $190. Quick flip like this, I will take it all day, every day, and twice on a Tuesday. Coming towards the end of the episode, we have the penultimate flip, and this was a reptile that works well as a tank because it has the pumpkin, it has the zero cost pincer, scaly spear, and iguana. Scaly spear obviously got buffed. It does have the eyes and the ears from a reptile, so it does have 55 health, and it was a virgin as well. I bought it for 0.04 and then sold it much later for 0.05, and the Ethereum value increased quite a lot during that time, so I did buy it for $152 and sold it for $226. So from the budget Axies, this was actually one of my best flips that I managed to get. A quick little flip from a floor Axie that yielded us about $70 in profit, so not bad at all. Then for the last Axie, we have the Dusk with the Graveland. Now I have made plenty of videos where I abused this Graveland. It got me to 3000 MMR. It has the 52 health, it has the 50 speed. At the time when I was purchasing it, it was a virgin as well. Someone bought it and bred it 6 times. It had the Croc, Tiny Turtle, Kestrel, and Graveland, so we can disable pretty much anything and everything, and if that doesn't disable them, you can stun them just for the extra security and safety. 50 speed, you just use 1 Croc and you are quicker than a bird. 52 health, obviously very helpful in the arena as well, and this was just a beauty. There's 8.5 million Axies on the market, and this one with this card set, there was only one, and it was a virgin as well. So I thought, yes, I have to buy it. I might struggle to sell it because there's only one. Like, I'm not sure if people are gonna buy it. If there's only one, they might be scared that it's not good enough, but I did have to go for it, and I had plenty of fun playing with it, and I bought it for 0.098 Ethereum, and I sold it for 0.35. Now I'm wondering whether the price was good or not, because it was really insanely unique, so maybe I could have gotten a little bit more, but this is still the best flip that I have up to date, and it cost me $420 to get it, and I sold it for 1.57k post fee. So that puts us at about 1.1k profit from just flipping one Axie. So that's insane to even think about, and it just goes to show that you don't need a ridiculously high capital to find these beautiful Axies in the marketplace and flip them for a profit like this. 9 days later, that's all it took to make 1k from a single flip. Just to quickly round up this episode of Flipping the Axies, we are already running well into this video. At the start of the episode, we had $670 in profit. After this video, we have a total of 2.41k in profit. That means that in this episode, with the 10 flips that I have shown you, or 9 flips, we have made $1.74k flipping 9 Axies on the marketplace. So hopefully this video was helpful when it comes to looking for Axies in the marketplace. What's flippable, what's not, what kind of prices and profit you can make. And if that was helpful, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily Axie Infinity content, and I'll see you in the next one.